Right then. It's been a couple of weeks since I did a video. For several reasons. One, the ridiculous heat. Two, I haven't found that much at a few car boots that I've been to, and a couple of antiques fairs. Three, I've been away to a wedding, lovely wedding in Wales, which was great. And I was hoping to do some mooching around some car boots there, but I never got the chance. Anyway, this is what I've got so far, the last week or two, I think it is. But first, before that, I must say a really big thank you to Bigfoot's Cave over in the States there. Sent me some lovely stickers, which will go pride of place on my sticker wall. Like that. They're lovely, aren't they? And a lovely simple, it's obviously a Bigfoot, isn't it? A nice key ring. And I think my favourite item, this is lovely, with a little stand, is a Bigfoot's Cave collecting tools. What would you call that? A poker chip. Yeah, of course it is. Poker chip. I think they're lovely. Really lovely. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. They're great. They're absolutely great. And if you like tools being restored on the bench, he's your man to go and have a look at. Bigfoot's Cave. Right then, back to work. Did that go on there? Yeah, I like that. That'll go on there. Sort of inspired by the man himself, I've been keeping my eyes open for small, interesting spanners. Now, they're interesting to me. I'm sure they're not interesting to a lot of people, but they're interesting to me. So I've been, well, dude, I'm sort of like looking in the bottoms of boxes and the bottoms of toolboxes to see what I could find. And I found quite a few nice little ones. I'll just run through them quick because there's a lot. And I have a big stash of them anyway. This is a nice little, is that nice and close? Yeah, is that? A nice Triumph one. Obviously for the motorbike. That is a Ford one. I particularly like them when they've got nice writing on them. This one I picked up on Sunday. I love this one. It's a Lister. Lister being the stationary engines. Now, as you may not know, I picked up a stationary engine and pump a couple of weeks back. I did a little, is it called a short video on that? A little short, because it's in my lockup, and that to be work on. It's not a Lister, but it's a Merryweather. But anyway, that's a Lister. This is a nice little Snell brand. I could be doing this all day. We got an Eagle brand, another British one. What's this one here? Okwobio. I don't know what that is. I need to research that one. Another Eagle. Another British make. Just says British make. Not 100% sure. Might be a bike or a motorbike spanner specific. Another lovely little Snell brand made in England. This S spanner, brand new, it hasn't been used by the look of it. No maker's mark, well there might, but no maker's mark at all. Just a lovely shape. Really enjoyed the shape, so I picked that up. Another very nice Snell brand, and this big boy here, this is a lovely Snell brand. Isn't it lovely? I do quite like the old Snell brands. That's a nice one. What size is that? Just out of interest. It's a Whitworth 11/16 and a 3/4 Whitworth. Now, is that another one? What we got here? A Lion brand. So Lion brand, Eagle brand, a Snell brand. All animals, aren't they? Did I look at that one? A lovely big Snell on it there. Can you see that ident on there? Is that all right? And that's the Snell brands. Let's put them there. Now, what else did I pick up? Let's get those little ones. Now, I have a large collection of these. These are mostly named motorbike brands. BSA on that one, Swift on that one, and I like to keep them. What we got there? Rudge, Triumph. Don't recognise what that was. H&M, I think that says on there. Another one of those BSA, so it's a motorbike spanner. That one. Shelley. Swift. So various motorbike ones. There's a Ford. I tend to keep them in this pot. Brooks. BSA, Liam Francis, Humber, Sunbeam. How many more have I got in there? Quite a few. That's a sweet little one. That's a Rolls Royce. A Vincent motorbike, British made. Another BSA, what's that one? Rover. A Shelley. And I've been through those. So yeah, so I like these smaller various bikes and motor car makes, and there's a nice little set of them in there, various sizes. What else have we got there? And I said those ones those ones all fit. Was there a name on this small one? King Dick, yeah. Well, it doesn't belong in there, does it? It's not a motorbike, it's a King Dick. So I'll keep that one out. So, yes, noisy as that is. That's my little car and motorbike collection there. Now, let's just quickly run through some of the other toot that I picked up. A nice little banjo oiler there with the brass tip. Quite a large one, really. I think that was £2. That was on Sunday. An unused, I think unused, cobbler's hammer. That doesn't look like it's ever been used to me. But yeah, cobbler's hammer, I think. Yeah, it's not a panel beater. It's too heavy for a panel beater. A couple of older Steadfast. I say they're older because it's more like the Bakelite plastic than the other plastic. Both flat-ended terminal drivers. A couple of colours I haven't got. A standard flat-ended ratchet. But I like the maker. Is it a Stanley? I can't remember. No, it's not a Stanley. I don't know if you can see that better than me with my appalling eyesight. Can you see that there? Yeah, or is it just a bit too shiny? There is a nice brand on there and I can't see, but I kept it. A small little chucky, an awl, or whatever you want to call it. It's too big for a bradawl. A number 8 raw plug tool, which will go in one of those raw plug tins that I have. Now, I picked this, well, this was in a batch, and I didn't think too much of it. Then I thought, oh, it might be good quality. You know, it turns out to be a snap-on. And it's one of those tools for taking the pins out of door cards. You get it behind, don't you, and you lift it out. I haven't got one of those, so that was quite handy. Another little open frame pad saw made in England. Doesn't say the make, but I suspect that, well, who knows, just made in England. We could guess. And then an Eclipse. Now, these pad saws, I've got various different shapes. I didn't have that one, and then of course another one comes along. So two exactly same Eclipse pad saws to go with the other pad saws. A little Sharps toffee hammer. I haven't picked up a toffee hammer in ages because I've got too many. A brass and ebony square, which needs, it's really rounded. It's had some use, this thing. It's lovely. Really, that'll clean up lovely. Probably not square, but, oh, not a million miles off. But a lovely thing. I think you could tell what the make is by these. I think Stanley had 4 pins, whereas this has 3. I don't know. I've got a feeling that there's something I need to look that up. Now, that's most of the junk on there, isn't it? Yeah, as I said, I picked up this one little mystery object. Now, it says Champion on there. Now, I've Googled this. I know what it is. Apparently, it's a spark plug ratchet. So it says on Google, the great mighty Google. But, and there's a patent number there. It doesn't explain, there's a screw there too. It doesn't explain how you would use it. It's not ratcheted, well, only to a point. This arm swings round. There's some sort of ball bearing on that side. So, I assume you put a socket on there, And then is it a torque wrench in as much as it limits you how far you can do one turn? I don't know. So although it says how to use it, I would like to see how one is used. I don't know. Very heavy and really good quality. But yeah, so if anyone knows or could tell me where I could see a video or somebody actually using one of these weird things, that'd be nice. It just... I do not understand how that works. It'd be fun to find out. I believe it's from the 50s, 40s or 50s. Yeah, Champion CT483 is the model number, and then patent 1511925 on the back. So yes, right now, as I said, I got that stationary engine a couple of weeks back, and lo and behold, as if Cinderella had been involved, there was a fella selling a couple of huge boxes of magazines. And I haven't got the box on here. I've just taken a little sample bundle on the top of tractor and machinery. Well, that one's tractor and machinery. Sorry, that was one box of tractors and machinery. But the other box was a box full of stationary engines. All from the 90s and early noughties by the look of them. So pre-websites. But there's got to be a lot of information and stuff I can learn in there, and how to restore and places to buy parts. Loads and loads. So yeah, it cost me £5 a box, which is well worth it. Just hundreds and hundreds. So there must be 200 magazines there of each. 200 magazines of tractors, 200 magazines of stationary engine. Over a course of about 20 years worth, I suppose. I haven't even scratched the surface of going through those. So I've had that. Now, finally, I think today, I'm going to spin this one out a little quicker than normal. I got some vices to add to my vices collection. We've all got our vices. In this case, I got 3. They're all very heavy. This one, unnamed, really good quality and old and in good nick. Won't take much to clean that up. Lovely little thing. And then I think we got, here's a Woden with a number of 188B/1 on that side, made in England, in fairly good condition. Won't take much again. And this one here is another Woden, exactly the same model. They came, did they come together? I think they did. That one's been painted, this one hasn't. And they're both in fairly good nick. So I'll add that to another one of my vices, for my vices. And that's kind of it really. I've been so busy that getting time to do a video has been very hard to squeeze in. I haven't found much at the car boots. I mean, literally, I'm coming away. A couple of car boots, I've come away with nothing, which is very rare for me. I usually find something. But, yeah, so this is where I'm at. This is where we are. Thank you again to Bigfoot's Cave. It was great fun getting those little bits and pieces. I'm amazed how quickly the post worked, because it doesn't usually work over here at all. It's rubbish. Yeah, so I must say hello to my grandkids, of course. The top grandkids, Toby, Oscar, Piper. I count them on my fingers now. They're enjoying the World Cup. And as Ashley, my son, always says, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're happy with what I've run through today. And hopefully, all being well, I'll be able to bang out another video next week. I've got a few little things planned. But you never know if they happen. But... yeah, hopefully see you next week. Take care.